Hello, Jose. Thank you for your time. This is Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is a couple things. One is to talk about techniques, tips, and tricks you could use on the website, just increase your online presence and your leads even more in the area. And two is to compare your website to local competitors' website in the area. See if those techniques could outrank them, get you more on the top of the page of Google, which increase your traffic and your leads. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. And whatever I talk about here, they're free tips to you. But if you want to talk about that or anything else, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, let's talk about these steps. So first is content. So on your home page, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words. Just depend on the competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what you want your website to be found for. So right now, I tell you, you got a strong marketing department. I wouldn't change anything about the front end of this website. Very approachable, eye-popping. You do have content on there for sure, but actually there's strong content on the back end of this website. But again, this is about just increasing traffic and leads and increasing online presence. So I'll just talk more about that and some tips in that. So speaking of content in Google, so if I lived in the Valencia, California area, I might type this in to find you. And here's what typically comes up. Now here's one strategy just to increase your online presence. If you haven't done this, is to invest in Google ads. There's ways to optimize these to outbeat these competitors and be right here right in front of the faces of consumers. That's really what's about, getting your name in the front of the faces of consumers. This is a map pack here. This is really important. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call these organics right here. So the goal is to organically be at the top of the page for any kind of service you do or area you provide for. So typically we don't count directories like Angie's List and Yelp because consumers, they're going to pick a local business, especially if it's an emergency type of service. So your top competitor in this area with plumber, Valencia, California, is this Dutton Plumbing. So I'll compare your website to theirs and see if these techniques could just outrank them eventually and get you on this first page or add the first page, scale the first page, beat all these competitors, and that'll give you a lot of value. So to do that, there's a tool here called Ahrefs, and here's your URL. And here's your numbers. So yeah, strong website in the back. And you have 743 keywords. That's a good amount of keywords. It really is. So definitely keep all the keywords that you do, but just be more, you can be intentional on your keywords. Think about buyer intent services, what you got them here, but add them to all the service areas you go to. Keep adding more keywords over time to match your competitors, and then eventually you start outranking them. So just compare to this Dutton Plumbing here, and this is their numbers here. This is their URL. So yeah, they have 5,000 keywords, that's an awful lot amount of keywords. And things about intentionality, you don't have to get all those keywords, but if you just focus on Valencia, you could take the ones that they're using for Valencia to be ranked on that first page, and that's the ones you focus on. So whatever not on your website, you could add to your website and you optimize them, get that same search volume, and then you keep adding to them, and that's how you eventually outrank top competitors. Second is a backlink. So the backlink is anywhere where one website is linked to another website. These links act like endorsement of your website from others, and then Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's also like a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins, but keep it in mind, it's not all about quantity. It's also about quality. So you want to have quality backlinks. If you don't have a lot of quality, you don't get that trust power, search power with Google. So again, you got some good number of backlinks. You got over 1,000 backlinks with 130 reference domains. And then this is your trust over time. So I can tell you guys have been around a while. You got some good trust there. And this is your immediate trust that you're getting from the backlinks. But just compare that to that competitor that's being on that first page. And this is all their domains, but this is their subpage. They have over 2,000 backlinks with 284 reference domains. So actually your immediate strength is more than theirs, but they have a little bit more over time. But again, you do a deep dive in their backlinks, you can see what could follow, what's strong, what's quality, and also link them to your website. Again, you won't get to these numbers overnight, but over time, you add to your numbers every month, every so often, and then you'll look like this traffic, besides the traffic you're getting here with these numbers. So again, you got good numbers, don't get me wrong, but again, this is just about increasing leads even more. So that's what this training video is about. Then finally, there's citations. So citation is anywhere where your business name, number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. And if you have that Valencia, California address, which I believe you do, since you have that strong website, you really want to be right here. You want to be in that top 3. Much like on pages 2 or 3 of Google, people don't click for services. People won't click this button for more businesses. So you want to be right in the front of faces of consumers. And to do that, you increase your citations with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB, hundreds of others you've probably heard of. Also, social media accounts are great here too. So the idea here is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank above them. So once your content, your backlinks, and your citations, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at, why that's worth it. To beat in the eyes of consumers here in the map pack, and up here organically, with all the services you do and all the areas you provide for. So not sure what your margins are, but imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue. And also there's many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, please feel free to reach out. I could help you out with that, give you some more information, or we just talk about goals. And I can do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a line of feedback, just marketer, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. And thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Much luck in your business. Have a good day.